The second leading woman of the day is Jeimy Poveda. Welcome, Jeimy. Jeimy wears different hats. She's a board member of Women in STEAM Empowerment in Canarias in Spain. She also serves as the Director of Dataseg, which is Data Security Spain. And she is also a member of the IT law group, Secuoya Groups. And as you can guess, she's also a professional in privacy and digital law with expertise in cybersecurity. Her presentation is titled Spanish Women in Cybersecurity, and she will discuss topics such as why are there fewer women, what are some of the benefits of having female presence in the field of cybersecurity, what are some of the ways and means of encouraging women to join the field, and then she will also tell you about 𝐼𝐶 Canarias. Welcome, Jeimy.
Thank you. In the first place, I would like to say thank you for inviting us, to invite WISE to be here, speaking about the main core of our objectives, that is to give place to the women in the STEAM fields, and in this case, to cybersecurity fields. Today, I'm here in representation of WISE, that is a young association. I will talk to you about WISE at the end of my presentation, because I prefer to begin with the WISE and the reason, the situation of the Spanish women in cybersecurity. Okay, so thank you so much for inviting us. Thank you so much for all the attendees to be here in this talk and sharing with us our care for the situation of the women and cybersecurity. Go ahead, we can change things, but we need to know the situation. As Leslie talked, women have a lot of challenges to be visible, to have a seat in the table. And this is the main reason we are here. As you said, my name is Jeimy Poveda. I'm a data protection specialist. And as a legal expert, I used to assist companies to many things. But in the cybersecurity field, my position is as assistant when they have data breach, when they have to do risk assessment or risk impact assessment on the rights and liberties of the people. So my expertise is a kind of legal and tech expertise position. But why are we here? I'm a legal, but I know cybersecurity. I can share with you a story, a recent story of mine 2 months ago, but it's the story of my work. We were in a table talking about a data breach, a very, very big data breach. We met with the IT team of my client. We met with our red team and a blue team too, not only to solve the situation, but to put some measures for the future. And guess what? How many women were on the table? Only me. Only me. So when we are talking about the misrepresentation of the women in the cybersecurity, it's a real issue. It's not an invent. It's not an exaggeration. It's we no have. There are no women on the table normally. I don't know why. Let's see, talk about that perfectly. So speaking about Spain, we have to say Spain is a country of services. So you can think that it's possible we have more cybersecurity professionals and more women in the field, but it's not. It's not the situation. Women in Spain lead the care services. That's good, pretty good. We are doctors, we are a lot of things and care services. Women lead administrative services. But again, guess what? Women are minority in IT services, and even more in the field of cybersecurity. That means that even the women are studying more STEAM careers, and they go to IT services and IT professions when they have to choose between doctor or science or another career. They don't choose cybersecurity. So we have a very big lack in the situation, and we can see it on the statistics. The first and big recent, as far I know, research is from 2022, and in that moment, women at work in cybersecurity and the association 𝐒𝐈𝐒𝐄 said that only 24% of the professionals in the cybersecurity field were women. It's too low. Then a year before, there exists a new research from 𝐒𝐈𝐿𝐶2 that says it's now 25%. So in 1 year, it increases 1%, no more. So we need to accelerate the growth in this field. What kind of job titles on positions have the cybersecurity workers? The women choose has IT manager, security director, security consultant, etc. And it applies to Spain too. As Leslie says, and I'm very agree with that, when the position is more higher, is on the top, used to be more I don't know how to say it, but the women stay and it's permanent. We have more engagement with the companies, so it's a good thing to contract and attract women to your company.
Jeimy, I'm sorry to interrupt your presentation. I don't know if there's an issue with the slides, but we cannot see the statistics that you're mentioning. There we go.
The statistics. The first one I mentioned, in 2020, 24%, sorry, I'm not native, so be kind with me, I'm trying my best. Okay, 24% of the women were, the professionals in the cybersecurity field were women in 2020, and in 2023 were 25. 1% only increases the number in 1 year. This is too slow. The job titles I mentioned, you can see it is in I mentioned the report, so you can see it is pretty good report. Now, if we speak about reports in Spanish, I have to say we don't have much of a lot of them. So in 2020, in CIBE, that this is our cybersecurity public body, says that we have to be happy because the students, in their report, Analysis and Diagnosis of Cybersecurity Talent in Spain, they mentioned that the 18% of the graduates are women. Wow, if we have only 18% of the graduate women, well, maybe the professionals we will have in the future are less than we need. And 29% of the students that are enrolled in cybersecurity increases in 5 points in 5 years, again, at 5%, 1% per year. And then this is the graphic I love more because it's very critic. I want to be critic in the good way. In this report, they said 46% of the companies that were surveyed says that they have significantly more men than women. But it doesn't mean that the 54% of the rest of the companies has an equal number of men and women. No, this is the number they show, but the reality is that only 6.9% of the companies says they have equal number of men and women. So that these things let me make me think we have to fix it. And the last one, and very scary one, is the last recent, but it's very local. Spain is divided in comunidades autónomas, and one of our comunidades, Andalusia, in a report during a forum, says that in their comunidad only have 16% of the cybersecurity professionals are women in a community. And the scary number is something that said the General Director of the Strategy of Andalusia. And I want to read it exactly. Women are not expected to be equally represented as men in cybersecurity until 2056. So we have a problem, Houston. There are no more recent specific statistics in Spain, as far as I know. And if we speak about the reason and solutions, and I don't want to go deep on this because Leslie explained it perfectly, but if we go far, lack of reference is a very important point. Lack of measurement. If you can measure it, you can improve it. And the numbers says that we don't have numbers. Sexism and gender bias in many areas, and time. For me, this is the very important point for my presentation. Time. Change happens slowly. So if we change something today, the effects will be slowly if the action is not strong enough. So what can we do? Give visibility to the women, do more statistics, teaching and working to change the bias. There's a lot to do in every way, way, and push the actions. And this is the reason why Canarias exist. If time goes slow, we have to be more efficient. And we are trying to be as efficient as we can do and trying hard to change things. In Spain, and as we have attendees from around the world, I want to explain something before, after to follow my presentation. Europe is an union of 28 countries. So in a first place, we have a very big strategy in common. Our representatives decided a plan, and then we apply it on our countries and adapt it and fit to our reality. So Europe has its own cybersecurity strategy. In that cybersecurity, we have Women for Cyber, and we have CyberAgent project, and the CyberAgent campaign. This is what Europe is working on. I know they have more projects, but it's, as far as I know, these are the more representative. And the idea is to help all Europe in this kind of fields, and in this organization helping women in particular. When we talk about Spain take the strategy, European strategy, and adapt and fit to our reality. And we have Institute of Women and 𝐿𝐈𝐿, that is institute at the National Institute to Cybersecurity. They have to, well, they do a lot of projects and initiatives. The more known in the women is the Despega program. This is a support and training and I'm sorry I forget that word, but they do they support women not only for be on the cybersecurity field, but to be manager of their own startups or initiatives. And then they have alliance team for the women talent. In this point, they have a very good website when they share the initiatives and the companies that work with them and have their own initiatives. The things that companies can do, as we know, is support women for cyber. Companies likewise, because here in Canarias, we have supporters as 𝐿VM, 𝐿VM, or INETEL, or Cabildo de Tenerife, or many companies that help us to work with funds and they help us resources I was looking the word resources to continue working for our objectives. And now I want to present to you 𝐻𝐻𝐿, and I choose this image because I love it. I know normally cyber security women don't choose this kind of hoodie and the night and etc. But I like it because the colors, because we are working in fields when supposedly the king are a man, and we can be there with our colors, without hoodies and without anything of that. 𝐻𝐻𝐿 is a young organization. We was born in Tenerife, in Gran Canaria a year ago, but it's the union of many value and very strong women in STEAM careers that want to help another women to bright, to be see, to have supporter, to have resources, and to be trained to be the women of their lives, to achieve their goals and obtain their the path of their dreams. This is our path. We was born in March of last year. We've been working with a lot of companies and other associations and public bodies to obtain our objectives. The first one, and this is the reason I changed the position of the presentation, is because main of the things I talk after this point conclude in this project, the Canary Island Talent Map project. We want to help the women in STEAM, cybersecurity, to IT services, to every woman in engineering, science, etc., to be seen. We want to show the world the Canarian talent women in this map. We want to show how many of them are, how many we have, the big women we have in the island. And the idea is to do an interactive map to having their consent and their participation, inviting them to be seen for another girls and professionals, because we think that not only young people need reference, all the women need reference. I was only a legal, but then I met tech, and when I met other women that are technicians that speak about technique things, I love it, and I believe that I can learn and I can be like them. So it's not for younger people, it's for all of us. The idea is help teachers and agents, employers and companies, students and organizations. It's a civil project to help our society. Then another project that is very important is our bootcamp of develop full stack. That is, well, again, a support by companies like Inetel or IBM or another companies that believe that we have to train our girls, our women, to be on the professional cyber security or develop field, because we need professionals. So what is the reason? It can be women. We believe we can do a lot. And yes, we are working in so much more. We have a lot of projects and we have supporters. We need more. So you are welcome if you want to support us. And the idea is to do what we can do with more efficient to try to accelerate the time the change needs to make effect. This is our invitation, and thank you so much for having us. And if you have any question, I'm here.
Thank you very much, Jeimy. Let's see if we have any questions from the audience. There was one question. Yes, so there are some questions. The first one from a couple minutes ago, they're asking whether we could share these presentations with the audience afterwards.
Yes.
If you would be so kind as to share them. In that case, yes.
Absolutely.
There's another question from Elena Perdomo. She says, thank you so much for your presentation, Jeimy. I find the talent map project so interested. Can you tell us more about it? Is it working well or giving good results?
Well, the talent map is a new project. As I said, TWICE is a young association, but with a strong women working and pushing efforts. And the talent map is right now in its first step. We are trying to talk with the women that we are selected. Well, we are trying to select, and I invite the people that if they know a Canary. In this point, I have to do clarification. It's only for Canary woman or Canary that works in or women that works in Canarias, because the project is designed for only for that. It has a reason, because it's a local project, and we expect that if the project have a good success, it can be translated to another communities in Spain, and then we don't know. We have we dream with big things, but normally actually it's local. The project we expect to the end of the month, the year, sorry, have more than 100 women in the map. So the main part of the project will be presented at the end of the year, and then will come the second big part. Then we will find another woman to try to add them and show all of them. We don't want to have only the more representative, the more important, or the more public. We want all of them. We need to change this point in where only 2 or 3 women are very known and the other are unknown and invisible. We want visible for all the women in STEM and try to help another associations, especially developed associations, cybersecurity, etc. With our force, we can help them too. I can answer this question.
Sure.
The user says it doesn't really understand how it helps women. If targeted on women will have more visibility in between women, which are only 24% of field according to statistics. I'm sorry, I missed something. Well, the statistics says when you see the cybersecurity professionals, the big part, and you measure it, only 24% of the professionals are women. We are very, it's a low number, and we need to increase it. The talent map helps the women trying to solve the problems I mentioned after my presentation. Visibility. We don't have visibility. We can up in the professional career. They normally are more important. Is more important the main position. Well, the lack of reference. If you cannot see something, you can imagine being something. So if you can see another woman being cybersecurity expert, being a legal and a cybersecurity or tech expert, if we can, you can see that if our girls cannot see girls without hoodie, with hair, I don't know, bright clothes or not, but if they can imagine being this girl in cybersecurity, they won't be. So the talent map helps the women trying to be seen, trying to be a resource for teachers and another educators to help the younger girls to be capable to see themselves in the future being a STEAM woman, not only a doctor. That is pretty good. They are very necessary, but we need a change of vision and our thoughts, our sensibility to fix the gap, and then to change the things how they do. We cannot change the gender bias if in sports or video games if we don't have women designing these tools on displays or everything. So we need to be there to change things, and for that we need to attract talent and attract women, older and younger.
Thank you, Jeimy. I think there is an interesting question from Mary. She says, well, thank you for your presentation. I would like to ask which part of cybersecurity you think is more creative rather than procedural. How much creative can one feel in this area instead of mainly applying procedures?
Well, I think the all works need procedural. Sorry. The joy you understand you can find is the thing is when you apply them, trying to find flexible ways when you use your mind to find a way to apply this procedural or change this procedural to a good way and fit the reality of the organization. For me, it's that. But in the cybersecurity, you have a lot. You have hackers, you have forensics, you have researching, you have solve incidents. So it's for me, it's very fun because I'm not doing it, and I'm not the one who has the problem when it's a data breach, but find solutions and make the solution works. Maybe it's pretty good.
I think we're almost done with time. So, and I don't see any questions, so I hope everyone is satisfied. I think we can close it here. I would like to we'll summarize with a call for action. I think the takeaway from both presentations is that we need more women in cybersecurity. There is obviously, both have presented the numbers, the worldwide level, but also in Spain. And I think that applies, well, I know that applies to all countries around the world with some small differences. I also found very interesting the difference in between the students graduating from STEAM bachelors in Spain, and also compared with the number of women in companies. And there you can obviously see that if only, I think it was 19% women were, 19% of students were women, that obviously makes it very hard for companies to hire more than 19% of women if there is no available workforce. So I would like to finish this workshop with call for action, also because I'm aware I've been looking through the audience and I think it's mostly women. So I think we all would like to encourage all of you to look at all the resources that are out there, look at great role models like the speakers that we have today, and go for it. Go for a career in cybersecurity, whether as an individual, whether through your company. If you're if you're part of an SME, train the ladies, train your employees, and make sure that you support other women getting in the field. So thank you very much, Jeimy and Leslie. It was a pleasure having you with us today, and thank you for your time. I hope you have a great day ahead.